Welcome to this Sunday afternoon. Edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to Phoenix. Now here's Rose. Now Buzelis. Collins wide open, he fires. Those three-pointers off the mark. Fast break Toronto. Here's Ingram. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. RJ, this one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
And Barnes gets double-teamed. The shot's good from Quickly.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Outside, George pulls up. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
And here's Barrett after the three-pointer from John Collins. And that one is good.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Outside Rose. To the paint. Pirtle with the steal. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
Here's Collins. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Collins has got 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Buzelis. To Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the
Buzelis with the ball, picked up by Barrett. Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Collins, good.
That makes him 4 out of 5. He's getting to his spots and just going to work right now.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Rose. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
first personal foul.
It's on R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. And here's Rose. After Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. Ingram with the steal. Barnes left side. Back to Barrett. Ingram outside. Over Buzelis. The kick out to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Paul George.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
The three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's John Collins making highlights for Chicago.
16. The Raptors, 14.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Pulls up on the wing. Good work there as it goes. Abaji's got his first bucket in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Here's LeVert following the basket by Fred VanVleet. George with no one around. That's good. That's LeVert with the assist. George has got 5 points so far.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
George double teamed. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Lays it up and banks it in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner. Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. With the shot. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. He's got 7.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And VanVleet, here we go. Duran controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Left side, George. It's stolen by Bagley. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we had a beautiful game. And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Now here's VanVleet. To Abaji. Dick with it. Toronto working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And a miss there on the triple. Bulls leading by 3. No one near Herder as he lets it fly. And that one no good to start him off on the night. Back to Duren. Now Dick. Duren a screen. There's the walk to Duren. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Raptors trailed by 3. Inside. And stolen by Drummond. And they're running. From deep, George buries the long-range jumper. George has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Bulls. Outside, Bagley. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in. Oh, great ball movement there.
And Vliet on the wing. Over to the wing. Off the run. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You could see it before the ball even got to him. Van Fleet was locked and loaded, ready for that thing to fly.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Chicago. Leading by 5. Kicks it out to Collins. Dosunmu's shot is off. And here are the Raptors now. Ingram. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling toward the jumper.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Collins has got 12.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
In the corner, it's Ingram. And again, Toronto with the triple.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring in basketball.
Outside Rose. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. There's a screen by Collins. 2 on the clock. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Bulls. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. On the wing quickly. Barnes can't get it to go.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Pass to Buzelis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on R.J. Barrett.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Now, here's Quickly. Here's Ingram. Fires from 18. Buzelis grabs the board. Now here's Rose. The fast break opportunity. And here's Herder outside. Sinks the triple. Herder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There really aren't bad shots from Herder on the perimeter. He's got that corner shot all in his bag.
Connects from 3-point range.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart him, kind of wake him up here in this 3rd quarter after missing their first few shots.
Now here's Collins. 12 points for him. Back to Rose. There's a screen by Collins. Rose, no good.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Kicks it out to Collins. Another three for Chicago.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 13. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The Bulls making a switch here. Raptors trailed by 8. On the wing quickly. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Nailed from three-point land.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Now here's Ingram, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bagley. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. It's George on the wing. And off the front, and in it goes. George has got 14 points for the game.
And got to be confident in that mid-range, and Paul George certainly is.
2 minutes.
And there's the drive, and it's quickly missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Rose. Over Barnes. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And it's a 7-point Bulls lead. Barnes can't get it to go. Here's Chicago. Outside for George. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Barnes. Here's Turin. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
The assist.
He's got 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rose in the post. In the corner, Collins with it. A three-pointer, no good. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 5. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And we've seen this type of effortless dominance from Ingram before, growing accustomed to carrying the load.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Right side, Barrett. It's Ingram on the wing. And here's Barnes for 3. They grab their own miss. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game.
The
Bulls lead by
48. The Raptors 45.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Drummond, rebound by the Raptors. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Look how ready Barnes is to play physically. He insists on finishing his motion.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. Chicago leading. Pass to Herter. Here's Drummond. Makes it off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 3.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size in close to the basket.
Now, here's Durant. It's stolen by Buzelis. Right side, George. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Got it, number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Abaji. The tray. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
Buzelis with the ball. Cloak loose. Duran with it. George picks him up. Van Vliet with it. Here's Abaji. Back to Duran. Barnes, right side. Clock at 4. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Herter on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Puts one up from 19. Misses off the right iron. Raptors trailed by 6. 3-pointer. Can't hit that one.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
To the right side. On to the right wing. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Barrett. Lets it go from deep. And again, no good by Toronto.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Rose. And Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy. And no fear in Barnes late in the game. This guy is not afraid of the moment.
Outside for George. Another shot. Left side Rose. Barrett with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Quickly with a wide open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Pass to Buzelis. George looking around. Rose. Just 5 on the clock. It falls!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Right wing. Out to Barrett. And it's quickly in the corner. Here's Ingram. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Here's Rose. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Rose. And we're going to overtime. A riveting defensive play to keep them alive. And regulation now complete. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. To the inside. Almost, but it rolls out.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Outside, George. Oh, good on the 3. Raptors with the lead. Here's Abaji. And here's George. Pass to Herter. Back to Rhodes. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Here's Abaji. And here is Quickly. Ingram deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Here's Barrett. Here's Pirtle. Pass to Abaji. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good. And the Raptors lead by 3.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
An even 3-on-3 break. And Ingram launches it from deep. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Ingram slinging from way outside. There's no stopping that.
They get it back. And George hits the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Quickly.
Into the lineup for the Raptors. Number 4, Scotty Barnes.
Clock at 6. Here's Barnes. Fires top of the key. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Down low. Back to George. Pass to Buzelis. Over in the corner, Rose. There's the pick. And again, no good by Chicago. And here's Toronto. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Can they get it? And Barnes sends it back.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for him in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.